Hello, welcome everyone. We should be live now. Welcome to everybody, but to corporate expatriate moms especially, because this live stream is for you. I titled it 3 Perspective Shifts for Corporate Expatriate Moms Who Want to Do It All Without Burning Out. So if you are one of these moms who is trying to do it all without going crazy in any way, then listen up. If you're not a mom who's trying to do it all, then feel free to invite one if you think she might benefit. So get settled. This will be quick and sweet. So let's dive right into it. So perspective shift number 1. Whenever you feel, use this one especially whenever you feel stressed out with too much, having too much to do. And if you manage to realize it right in the middle of it, in the middle of your day, that it's just like, wah, panic, hair on fire. There's no way I'm going to do it all. Or if it's at the end of the day, you're thinking back like, what the heck did I do the whole day? I feel so stressed out and there's not enough to show for it. And there's still too many more things to get done tomorrow. So if you don't want to go like the firefighter, going just after the items from top of the list and tackling the one that shouts the loudest, or that seems the most urgent, then I suggest this future perspective shift. So take a moment. You can do it right now with me. Like disconnect from all that madness shouting at you and think, get to the moment when you're at the end of your life. So there's not much more time to go, but you're that old, wise self. And think back from that perspective to today and how you're feeling right now. And see what insights you get from there. How does that change? Looking at your problems, your challenges, your crazy to-do list with the wisdom of your older self. And you might find out, like many of my clients, they tell me, well, suddenly the priorities are much more clear. And it's not the thing usually that shouts the loudest, like unless it's your newborn that needs to get fed right in that instant. But they get much more clarity about their priorities. They feel much more connected to the purpose. And their day suddenly gets a different tone, or it's much easier to decide where to start. Okay, so shift number 1, future perspective. Go for that. Shift number 2 is your value compass. And I find this one was important for me as an expatriate, especially during my first assignment, like 15 years ago. I should stop counting. This one was important because suddenly I felt like I didn't know who I was. I changed countries, I moved. Suddenly there I was completely alone. Nobody knew me at work, and I had no friends. I had to rebuild all the connections, like from the scratch, everything new. And I had to start contemplating, like, who am I? What am I about? And these people, they want me to change into something I feel I'm not. And then the second identity shift when I became a mom. Because suddenly many of my priorities got completely like exploded, got out of the way, and I had to reprioritize my life completely from the beginning. And I hear it from other moms as well, like all the women I work with. They struggle with like, who the heck am I? I changed so much, I don't recognize myself anymore. And I didn't used to be this stress ball, and I used to have much more fun in my life, and I used to have different ways, different things going on. And then COVID happened on top, and that's like another mind-blowing shift for you and your identity, who you are, what you care for, how you spend your time. So whenever you feel lost about who you are, what matters, and is this me? Like, I don't recognize myself. Go back to your values. And I know it's like a little bit strange thing to say, but think back, especially at situations where you felt your values were compromised. Like you did something you knew you shouldn't, or it didn't feel like you, but you did it anyways, and it didn't feel right. So what is the value that you learned that you have? Because some things don't change. Even though if you change countries, you change jobs, careers, you became mom, you're not a mom, you decided not to be a mom, what is still true about you all along? What are you about? Because this can help you then find, this is like, I call it compass here, value compass. This is your compass in times of madness. Whenever you feel you don't know where to jump first or next, well, check in with your value compass. Because these things, your values are not the first one to shout at you. Like the most urgent thing in your face on your to-do list might have nothing to do with your values. And if that's the case, you might want to align that, because that's what will help you feel not burnt out, but fulfilled at the end of your day. Even if that day was full, like my day today is crazy. It's full with coaching sessions and meetings, catch up with friends, and now this live stream. But I know I'll feel great at the end of the day because I did what mattered to me. I chose to spend my time this way. I was not a victim of my to-do list. So check in with your compass. That was the tip, or perspective shift number 2. And then finally, my offer and invitation to finish with, number 3, is pat on the back. So often we get caught up into thinking like, I'll be happy when. And if you're anything like me, like perfectionist, super overachiever, you're putting your goals so high and you feel like I need to work hard. And only when I get back and I climb the next mountain, then I reward myself with feeling good, at least for like maybe a few seconds, until you identify the new goal. Like, okay, I'm here, so let's shoot even higher. And what it does with us, we're never happy. We're always tired because it takes too much energy to just keep climbing and keep looking for the new horizons and setting up new goals. So no matter if you're reaching out your goal today or not, give yourself a pat on the back and look backwards. Look back at your last 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. Like, have you ever thought you'd get so far? Like, you look at all you've done over those years, how you surprised yourself, how much more stronger, more courageous, and like crazy you were. You managed to be, all the achievements, all the success that you had. And give yourself a pat on the back. For the big things and for the little things as well. Because if you're a mom, it's also the little things that count. Nobody gives you a pat on the back for feeding or changing the diaper, or for learning your preschooler zip up her jacket. Like, that's the stage where we are right now. Nobody gives you a pat on the back for that. But you should celebrate those little and those big moments, those everyday challenges that you overcome, and those moments where it's not about achieving big things that you can put on your Instagram and show off with, but it's celebrate those little moments as well. You made it through another day. Your kids made it through another day. Everybody survived. And hopefully with some nice memories as well. Sounds good? So let me go through them just quickly once more. Future perspective. Think back your old wise self at the end of your life. How would that change your perspective? What would you do? What would your priorities be? How does that help you getting clarity on what to do next without burning out and hair on fire? Second, whenever you're lost about your, like, feeling lost, your identity, who am I? Like, is this still me? Check back with your value compass. What is it that is still true about you no matter what? Because you know when it's off, you don't feel right and you're suffering. And then 3, celebrate the big moments, the small moments, everything you've achieved in the past. It's good to be looking forward and building up for the future, but it's also good to recognize how far you've gone already. Sounds good? Now, who am I to to give you the advice. Finally. My name is Alena Gomez Rodriguez, and some of you might know me from the past with the hair. So I just wanted to address that quickly. If you haven't seen me lately, you might get like a little bit shocked. So don't worry. Yeah, and sorry for my neighbors working from home. Those are the those are the ups and downs of working from home. I'm not sick, no worries. Not physically, not mentally. On the contrary, I just realized I didn't need my hair to feel good about myself and to make everybody around me happy. And so I donated my hair to an organization that creates wigs for cancer patients. Because if you knew me from the past, like you know, my mom died of cancer, and this is just me healing or closing my healing cycle and me being at peace. And I love it. I'm experimenting with the different lengths. It's a little bit too short today, so you might see me with longer hair later on, because we are going to do this live stream every Friday, apart from French school holidays, and they have quite a lot of them, but I will notify you in advance. So if you got some value from this live stream, let me know. I would be very happy to hear from you. Here's my email address. And if you want to know more about me and what I do, I will invite you to check out my website, check out my LinkedIn profile. I also have a YouTube channel that's called Corporate Expat Mom, or connect directly with me and we can have a chat on how I can help. Sounds good? Well, then I look forward to hearing from you, and I will see you next week, Friday, same place, same time. Take care. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.